drinking water stream. Doing homework that was due yesterday and is only available for another 2 hours stream. I didn't even look at the assignment yet. And it was due yesterday and it's only available till 11:59 p.m. Stream in which instead of watching the videos, I could read the article. Probably watch the videos. She has a Rubik's Cube on her desk. Also, because I don't like showing my reactions to these videos, I'm going to turn off my camera. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. I just love saying too bad. Analyze the content of the video and apply it to your current employment position and consider the similarities and differences with your past employment environments as well as your future career with that ideal dream position. Are there emails you wish you could revise based on the 6 etiquette rules provided in this video? Are there coworkers or supervisors that send emails you only skim if that? Do you mix informal and formal language in your work emails? Do you use proper etiquette in school emails? What was the best tip in this video? Was the video at proper length? What? Aren't these paragraphs getting to be longer and longer every single time? Now, indicate how the content of this video contributes to your Same type of deal. I chose this one because I don't want to read, and it's the shorter of the 2 videos.
Writing an email is a lot different than writing a simple text or even having a conversation. In fact, writing really good emails, there is some skill set in order to do it.
Oh, you know what I do usually for these assignments is I actually take notes. Taking notes! Wow! You never do that! Actually, it's the one instance where it actually helps to take notes because then I don't have to watch the video over and over again to get the information. I can just write down the information from the video and then just refer to the notes in order to answer my questions without having to watch the video again. Wow! I actually take notes. It's kind of a weird thing for me to take notes. I never take notes. Like, at every lecture I attend in school, I never take notes. Even though I probably should. I just prefer to try to just concentrate on what they're saying rather than concentrating on writing it down. I feel like I can absorb information better by just listening to it rather than writing it down and listening at the same time. It's almost like I'm doing 2 things at once. And it's hard to write down everything quickly enough. But on the other hand, this is one rare instance where I'm going to take notes. So anyways.
Today, I'm going to give you some tips on writing an email is a lot different than
I wonder how loud this is.
or even having a conversation.
Probably loud.
In fact, writing really good emails, there is some skill set in order to do it. Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to write effective emails so that you can have excellent email etiquette at the workplace.
I have terrible etiquette with emails, just mainly because I'm afraid to write the person's name because I don't know what their title is. I never know what their title is, so I'm afraid to write their name in the greeting. So I just almost never do. But other than that, I feel like my emails are fine.
Stay tuned to the end of this video because I have something really special for you that's also going to help you on the professional front. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Adriana Girdler, and I am a productivity expert. Effective emails is a great way to show your professionalism. In this video, I'm going to show you just how to be more effective with your communication in your emails. Only the facts. If you've watched any of my other videos regarding communication, then you know I talk about...
And I'm really glad that there's like bullet points. So basically only the facts is what I'm going to write down. But I'll be able to listen to what she's saying and kind of know what she means by that. But I think I can kind of infer like what that means, like only okay, whatever.
Over communicating. Emails is
Don't over communicate. That's kind of what it means. That's like be concise, kind of. I don't know.
For this. So get rid of that. Do not over communicate in an email. Now, what do you do when you have a lot of back and forth with someone? Some people do that in email. Again, this is over communication. So instead, pick up the phone and chat with them. Really, what you want to do is just want to keep it to the facts. What is it that you need to communicate? Kind of like a summary. Also, remember, emails are not secure. They can be printed out, easily forwarded. So just keep it to the facts. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Subject lines are your best friend.
Subject lines are your best friend. Yeah, I usually I've been trying to put more effort into my subject lines recently. Like, whenever I send a school email, I'll just like I'll put the class that I'm in the subject, and then what I'm trying to, and then the subject of the email, obviously.
Now, there's competition in the world of email, and that competition is the inbox. A lot of people have a slew of emails. So how does your email pop out? Well, this is where the subject line comes into play. Really think about what is it that you're doing. Because your emails are now just sticking to the facts and very clear, what's going to be really cool is you can be specific in your subject line. Action needed, task due, reply needed. Like, all of these things are really cool because it pops out at people in a slew of their emails as they go.
Wait, literally say action needed in the subject line?
Action is very clear. What's going to be really cool is you can be specific in your subject line. Action needed, task due, reply needed. Like, all of these things are really cool because it pops out at people in a slew of their emails as they go through it. Now, even better, bold those words. Bold those.
I think, she meant cap. Right, cap. Write in all caps in the subject line. The heck?
Words, so when they're looking at their inbox, those things pop out, and then they will reply accordingly.
She says to put your subject line in all caps. What? Huh. I've never heard that before.
CCB. Clear, concise, and use bullets.
Use bullets? You mean a list? List of bullet points in an email? That's weird. Okay.
Too many times in emails, I see these beautiful paragraphs. Listen, when I have a slew of emails, I am not going to be reading in detail every paragraph. In fact, if anything, I'm going to skim because hopefully you would have used something in the subject line to have caught my attention. And now I'm going to skim really clearly and quickly, I should say, in order to see the information. And sometimes, or actually a lot of times, we bury information in the body of an email. So use bullets. Be really clear and concise with what you want to do. And give them the information accordingly. So each bullet is kind of like a one-liner in regards to the subject at hand. Now, something else in regard to being clear, concise, and using bullets is to only stick to one subject at a time. So if you're sending out an email about a report that has a due date, etc., and then you throw in some additional information like, hey, we also have a meeting in 2 weeks, I highly recommend you separate those two.
I really like the Rubik's Cubes in the background. Nice.
I promise you it will get lost. They're going to forget about that meeting question or reminder that you sent out. So separate emails really quick and concise and use bullets. Pitch perfect.
What does that even mean? Maybe it means use the right tone or something.
And I don't mean the movie. I want you to really be conscious of your tone.
Nice.
Remember, with emails, we don't have the luxury of body language and actually speaking to someone where we can hear what their tone is like. And a lot of times with emails,
watch your tone. Let me just get it to summary.
Body language, conscious of your tone.
Be conscious of your tone. Basically the same. Come on, how do you spell conscious? Why is conscious the most difficult word to spell of all time?
Remember, with emails, we don't have the luxury of body language and actually speaking to someone where we can hear what their tone is like. And a lot of times with emails, something very simple can be misconstrued because the person on the receiving end just may be in a certain mood or just had something happen to them. So therefore, they're going to interpret your email.
Although this cube is kind of triggering me. It's like one move away from soul.
Way that was not meant to be interpreted. So, with you being clear and concise, really think of your tone. Simple languages, reread it a few times to make sure that the tone is very straightforward and you're not insinuating anything. So think of your punctuation, those exclamation marks, those all can be interpreted in a way. Just go simple and basic and keep it sweet. Read it over. Do a quality check on your emails. Too many times when we're sending out emails, we are too quick to do the send button. And then in our own rush, we may have written something that in our head was really clear, but on paper, when you actually reread it, you realize that your me was a my. And how does that look? Not very professional. So really do a proofread. And if you have a very important email, you may even want to give it to someone else because they can give a perspective that perhaps you're just not seeing for whatever reason. Bonus tip. Take a moment and be mindful when you are actually writing and composing your emails. If you're wondering how to do this, definitely check out my video, which explains an amazing book called The Untethered Soul at Work, which gives details on just how to do this. That. Watch your manners.
I mean, it's kind of similar to pitch perfect.
Now, you may be thinking, what do you mean by watch your manners? Try to be a little more formal. And what I mean by this is don't use slang because email can go out to anybody.
Be more formal. Be formal. Use slang.
From any generation. And listen, slang can be very specific. So don't use slang. Be more formal with your emails and use the proper grammar accordingly. Now, another gray area when it comes to manners and professionalism is this little guy here. Our emojis. We love emojis. We use them in texts. We put them in emails too. But the question is, when do you put this in?
I've gotten emails from work, people at work, and they use emojis. So I mean, well, let's see. She may say it's fine.
First time that you're speaking to someone, don't use an emoji. This is your professional calling card, the email, the first time that they're interacting with you. So keep it very straightforward. I love these guys. I actually use them all the time, but I use them after I get to know people because when I'm keeping things short and sweet and I want to reinforce from my tone that things are good, I actually will put a little smiley face there so they realize that, hey, I'm not demanding something, I'm asking for it. Again, just really reinforcing the tone of that email. But for the first time, don't do it. Afterwards, when you have a rapport, by all means. Okay, now that you know these awesome email professional tips that is going to help you in the workplace, as I said in the beginning of the video, stay tuned to this ending because here it is. I have some really great tips for you on how to wow your boss. Why? Because being professional is...
This has half the amount of views that my most popular video on my channel has. Weird flex, but okay. Maybe I can turn on my camera. I don't know if I'll need to watch the video. I'm not really going to be watching it too much more for the rest of this, so I can turn the camera back on. She has 35K subs. It's kind of funny how I don't really have a job anymore. So it might become weird to start writing these things because these are supposed to be related to my work, but I'm going to have to start using past tense for this. I might not though, because it literally just ended. My job just ended yesterday, or no, today actually, because I went to the store today to give him the key and then help him to decide which stuff to take back to take out of the store that was from my company that employed me. Nice. But yeah, I kind of went to work today, but it was unpaid work. Nice. It wasn't that for that long though. But that was the last time. And the facts don't. Let's see, do I do this? Yeah, I feel like I've gotten better about my emails recently. The only thing that I have an issue with is the greeting, which I was not even mentioned. Bullet points. I never use bullet points. For the type of jobs I'm doing, it's not really necessary to do. Read it over. I don't read it. I mean, I do, but sometimes I try to go too fast. Come on, dude. Do I follow? What are the questions? I'll just answer whatever questions are relevant. Are there emails you wish you could revise based on yes. Oh, there's one. I'm not gonna talk. Are there coworkers or well, are there any work emails that I'd rather revise? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure most of my work and school emails are fine. Are there coworkers and supervisors? Well, obviously I get tons of emails from my school that I don't look at, but I don't think most of them are important to me. So. Oh, great. This is going to be annoying. To have to get the bullet, to have to get the timestamps, I'm going to have to continuously click on the video. Actually, I could just have it muted and have the captions turned on, so that makes it easier, maybe. So the skimming over the thing, obviously that's a thing. Skimming over emails, where was that? The bullets. Nice. For some reason, my brain keeps thinking that I still have my camera turned off, but I don't. Where the heck? Wait, so she was talking about the subject lines here. Finally, geez. Where's the part about skimming? I can't have it muted because I have to have the correct timestamp here.
Listen, when I have a stream of emails, I am not going to be reading in detail every comment. Listen.
207, 207, 207. 207. Skimming stuff, skimming emails. What's her name? Instead of just saying she, what's her name? Adriana Girdler? That's what I just hate about saying people's names. I don't even know what their title is. How do you even know what their title is? Like Miss Girdler? Or should I just put Adriana Girdler? Or should I just put Girdler? Or should I put... I'm just gonna have she. Why would I send an email to a professor that is just a list of bullet points? You know what? I'm going to use a different timestamp. I'm just going to skip to the CCB. 157. Ugh.
You do when you have a lot of back and forth with someone. Some people do that with emails. Emails is not very effective.
Nice freeze frame there. 39. Oh, gosh. New email etiquette rule you learned. Action needed, tasks due, reply needed. I'm just going to say my current position because it's just easier. She mentioned she skims many of her emails, and to address that, by being clear, concise, and using bullets, I get a lot of school-related emails, and most of those I either skim or don't read at all because I don't think most of them apply to me. Also, I don't ever use bullets in my emails, but to me it would seem weird to use those in emails to professors. And for work-related emails, I mostly just skip short responses from my supervisors that don't require a long list. I used to send really long emails with way too much information, but over the years, I've gotten better at just sticking to the facts. Another thing I've improved is watching my tone in the past, not only in my emails. Not only in emails, but also written assignments, I would use what would be considered a very snarky tone. I probably thought more highly of myself than I should have. I have definitely cut down on that significantly over the years. A couple of tips and off using phrases such as actions needed, tasks due, and reply needed. Subject line is an concept that I don't think applies to my current student, but it's definitely something I consider for the future. Option 2. It only took 38 minutes.